On this week's episode of the Jesse T Show, we have the amazing Nate Patterson. Nate, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, man. How are things going?
Going pretty well.
Yeah?
Going pretty well.
What's new with you? I heard you're traveling the globe and going on a big trip.
Yeah, we're going to Europe tomorrow, actually. Dublin, Amsterdam, London, Paris, just seeing how they live over there.
Just globe trotting, just seeing the world. And got any big plans while you're over there?
None at all. It's just straight winging it.
Awesome.
My personal life, I just do a lot of winging it.
That's awesome. Okay. And was this something, you said you winged it, but was it something that you thought of for a couple of weeks in advance, or just something that popped up spur of the moment?
Nah, I was on a movie set maybe about a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And me and a couple of fellas were talking, like, we should go to Europe. All right, put it on her phone and just booked it.
So you are someone who I've known for years and years and years, and I know a lot of your story, but the world doesn't know a lot of your story. So this show is all about you. I want you to be able to want you to be able to tell the world who you are and what you do and what you've accomplished. So tell us your story.
My story. Let's see. Well, of course, my name is Nate Patterson. I've been in the film industry since about 2012. Before that, done a few things. I've done marketing. I've worked with this gentleman right here. My path has been a little crazy. Many ups, many downs, things of that nature there. But overall, I think it's about being like a self-starter.
Sure.
As long as you're a self-starter, no matter what happens to you, you can always keep motivating, keep moving, and getting better and learning from whatever trials, tribulations, and good things that's happened to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
So where did that self-starter initiative, take control, do things on your own, come from?
I think it came more or less from youth, just being in different situations where you might feel like you need some help here, and there's nobody that is helping you. Sure. I mean, there are people in your life that help you, but you find yourself in situations where, you're the only one you can lean on. If you don't do it, it won't get done. Yeah.
And I know you're really competitive. Nate and I were starting our sales careers together years and years and years ago. I want to say 2006 or so.
And
it was the tip of the spear, if you will, just outside sales, cold call, door to door, and it molded us into kind of who we are today. So, what did you take from that experience, learning, and how has that helped you in your career?
Once again, there was nobody to rely on but myself out
Sure.
there. And, you look at the competition, which this guy was the competition. And you're like, okay, how can I win here?
Yep.
How can I win? But, it being healthy, not in a way where it's detrimental or you, hate the other person. It's like you respect that. And
Sure.
you see that drive, and you emulate that drive. And you feel it in your soul that this guy is very good and I want to be just as good. And
it pushes you along, kind of like
Yeah.
sports. You look at someone else who's doing big things, maybe someone in the league, NBA, you got Kevin Durant or somebody, Stephen Curry, and they look across to see LeBron James, and obviously he's the best supposedly. And
I like Curry.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm a Jordan fan. So
Kobe.
Yeah. So with seeing that, just having that motivation, you're saying it propelled you along and it leveled up your game.
Yeah, definitely levels up. Kind of like Mario and Luigi,
Super Mario Brothers. So with what you've been doing since 2012 in the movie industry, for a lot of people that don't know on the show, Hollywood's been here in Atlanta for years and years and years and years, and you've been a part of that scene for a long time. Can you just tell the audience that may not know how Atlanta came to be a hub for Hollywood, or the reasons behind that, and then what do you do specifically within the film industry?
For the most part, Atlanta became a hub because of the different architecture that's here. Atlanta can look like anywhere. It can look like New York. It can look like LA. It can look like Rio. It can look like Texas. It can look like Europe. It can look like so many different places. And then as far as the government came into play, and they presented a tax break here.
Yeah.
So it's like a 30% tax break.
Yep.
And that influenced a lot of people in the movies, the bigger people in the movies, the producers and distributors and things of that nature, to come here and set up shop. So
Yep.
now we have multiple studios and things of that nature. I actually got into the industry like on accident, like an elevator pitch.
How did that happen?
To make a long story short, I was dating a woman that was cast as a featured extra and had a fitting. We go to her fitting, and then when we're there, the costume.
For the audience, a fitting is where they're getting costumes and wardrobe.
Yeah, and costumes, wardrobe. It's before a movie or like before their scene. They get their clothes fitted and tailored to themselves. And we go there, and, you know, the costume department, they're dressed pretty eclectically. And, you know, they all have a certain style. So when we're leaving, we get in the elevator, and this guy comes in, and for the most part, he's dressed like shit. And, you know, me being the jokester that I am, like, what are you, the janitor?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm the assistant director. So I was like, oh, so you get coffee and apples and oranges for the director? And he was like, no, I don't. I run the set. I tell people what to do. And, you know, I started laughing. He started laughing, and we talked for a while. And
kind of broke the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? Why don't you come on out to the set, and if you like it, I'll give you a job. And came out, I liked it. He gave me a job as like a PA, so I started from like the ground floor.
PA, what do PAs do?
Production assistant. Basically, pretty much anything that they tell you to do.
Okay.
So I started off doing that, but with everything that I've endured in my life and my career choices, you know, I kind of rose to the top of being a PA pretty quickly to where I was over a lot of the PAs.
Sure.
And then, you know, I did the necessary qualifications to become an assistant director, and that's where I am now.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
assistant director. Thank you.
So you've grown a lot in that career, having the time and the experience from 2012 to 2018 and beyond. I know you're thriving in that career. What are some things? Have you done TV? Have you done film? What are some things you've worked on, some projects, some people you've met, some pretty cool situations you've been in?
Well, I've done TV, I've done film. I've worked with anybody from Tom Cruise to Kate Winslet. You know, I've experienced a lot in that realm. I've partied with the best of them.
Give me a for instance, if you don't want to get anybody in trouble here, but as far as like a party that you went to that was insane or something crazy that happened at one of these, you know, Hollywood events that like maybe the normal people that aren't in that industry wouldn't know about. Too many, huh? Too many to think of?
Yeah, I want to try to think of something that might not get anybody in trouble.
Sure. You can use random names like John Doe or Jane Smith.
Okay. Went to a party once that was thrown by some people.
Yep.
And, you know, very good. There's a lot of conversations going on. And randomly, you know, some people left. And maybe about like 2 a.m, I'm at the party, I get a phone call. I need to come to this particular hotel. And there are cops being called.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Something called the law.
Yeah. So me being the assistant director, you know, I got it. Even when I'm off the clock, I'm still on the clock.
Yep.
So go to the hotel, and the hotel staff manager is there, and they're basically like, there's a lot of things that shouldn't be going on that is happening in these hotel rooms.
Gotcha.
And, you know, they're about to call the cops and blah, blah, blah. So I basically explained to them that being in this industry, a lot of money is spent at this hotel.
Sure.
And if...
Now, what state is the hotel in? You don't have to say the...
This is Georgia.
Okay, Georgia. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A lot of money is being spent at this hotel. If you call the cops and you get these people who are actually actors arrested or whatever, that's going to bring a lot of negative publicity in the world of Hollywood to this hotel.
Sure.
Where nobody will book this
They'll
hotel.
lose business.
They'll lose a lot of business. A lot of money is being spent in this hotel right now. So you can probably handle this in a different type of way. And let me talk to them, to the talent that's here, and let me see what I can do about this. So basically everything was talked about and pushed down. There was no more drama or no
under
more.
the radar versus putting it out there for like other publications or whatever.
That went away, and the people that were involved never engaged in any type of activity again.
Awesome. So you saved the day.
Sort of, I guess.
Saved the day.
That's what you call it.
So talk about kind of your biggest, like, I guess, moment where in your history and your career so far, like what was some of the things you've been most proud of that you've done in the film industry, whether it was working with someone you've always wanted to work with, or whether it was a movie that was unbelievable, or just something that impacted you really, really greatly?
It's always good seeing your name up there in the end credits. It's always a good thing. And, I personally like working in the elements in the city.
Okay.
Not necessarily the woods when I'm saying the elements, but in the concrete jungle.
Got it.
Where we have like a lot of background, like hundreds of background, and we're out there in the public and there's a lot of people and they see exactly what we're doing. Like I get gratitude off of that.
Sure.
I've worked on plenty of movies from.
Can you name some of the movies that people might know in the audience?
Yeah, I worked on like Fast and the Furious 7. I worked on a movie called American Made, the Tom Cruise movie I was working on. I've worked on Baywatch.
Awesome. With The Rock?
Yeah.
With Zac Efron?
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to meet either one of them?
Yeah, absolutely.
How did you feel after meeting them? Were they pretty cool, down to earth?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty cool dudes. What I've learned is the bigger the celebrity status, the more people person they tend to be. Yeah, there are exceptions to that every now and then, but it tends to be like that. The ones that are not as famous don't tend to be as cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why these people are like, their stature is pretty big.
For sure.
They're very good at relating to people, whatever is going on, in their life. Like when they deal with you, it's very inviting.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's good to kind of see that where people kind of remember where they came from. And I think there's probably a stepping point where a lot of people are trying to prove themselves and they haven't quite hit that megastar level, that maybe they're a little bit more hard to deal with because they have to prove something, where those people that have worked so hard and continue to work that hard at that level, they're just a little bit more relaxed in a sense of being able to be comfortable in their own skin.
Yeah. It's a big thing, being comfortable in your own skin. And they have that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So now you've been in the industry for over 6 years. What is your career evolving into? And you've climbed the ladder fairly quickly, and you've made a lot of great strides in your career. I know that. So, for those that don't know, Nate was one of my best men at my wedding, and so I know Nate very well. But what are the next few steps for you?
Well, I think in my career right now, I'm going to stay on this path for a little while. Just continue to work on bigger projects and maybe branch out and opening a few other businesses of my own.
Okay. What would that look like? Like, I know you're very entrepreneurial and you have the hustle and the grind and all that makes a really good entrepreneur. But what would that, ideally, if you could open up a couple different venues, what would those venues be?
I'd like to open up maybe a health shop, maybe something on the realm of like Kill Me Crazy, Arden's Garden or something like that. Also, I would like to open up some type of lounge.
Okay. Tell me about this. I haven't talked to you about the lounge yet. I knew about Kill Me Crazy spinoff, but what about the lounge? What would that look like?
Well, it would look something like Nate P and Jesse T's, New
partner right here. You've seen it first.
Yeah. And, it's a place where people can come and enjoy some good food and some good music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Would it be Atlanta or Midtown or Buckhead or outside of Georgia?
Well, it depends on what we come up with.
Okay. We'll have to talk after the show.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah.
So, what are some things you had to overcome in your career in the industry? I know there's a lot of probably competition. There's a lot of cutthroat kind of aspect, and you have to find your tribe, so to speak, people that you admire, that you want to work with, that are good people. And it's probably like any other industry, but I'm sure that in this industry it might be a little bit more intense at times. What are some things you've had to overcome in your career that have made you operate better within the industry?
Well, before I say that, I also, as I was saying, going into opening businesses and continuing on this, I also want to go into producing bigger projects. That's one of my main goals, is producing and maybe even jumping into directing, actually.
Awesome.
But
okay. Yeah, that's great. That's great. It's good to know. Goals. We got goals.
Yeah, I have to go ahead and put that out there, speaking into existence.
That's it.
So, I can come back and watch this later and then be like, this is when I said that.
Anybody you'd like to collaborate with on that level, like speaking in that same vein of getting into directing and filmmaking and all that stuff? Like, is there anyone that really you admire at that level of where you want to potentially do those things one day?
Well, I do like a director. His name is Doug Lyman. I do like him, like his work. Reggie Hudlin, I like his work. But yeah,
okay.
Just that's where I see myself in a few years.
I love it. Okay, so that's just kind of growing within the career, and so So that being said, is there anything you're working on today? Any projects within the film industry? I know you just got off of a shoot, I think, in Savannah.
Yeah, I just wrapped a movie called Emperor in Savannah. About 2.5 months out there. So right now, this is my break time. This is my go to Europe and just decompress.
So you're going 10 days?
Yeah, 10 days.
10 days, and you actually leave tomorrow, which is August 7th.
Yes.
This episode will air in a few weeks, so just to give some people some context. So what are some places you're going to see while you're out on this huge European trip?
I'm going to go to Dublin. I'm going to see if I can find Migold. Where's Migold?
Acting. You did great.
Yeah. Just the basic, going to London, going to Paris, check out the Louvre, just because, I want to see how small the Mona Lisa is. Right. It's only like this big,
And is she really that pretty? I mean, she's a pretty lady, but is she like a 10? I don't know. I heard say when you get closer, like things happen and it's like you fall in love.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Go to Amsterdam and check that out.
Send me some pics. Let me know.
I am. I'm going to stay away from the red light district.
Okay. No, you're not going to delve into the Amsterdam debauchery?
I'm going to look from afar.
Yeah.
Look from afar.
Okay. Well, have a great trip. So this is the portion of the interview where it gets kind of fun for the viewers. We get to kind of learn a little bit about what you got going on. And so a role model or a mentor or someone who has helped you in your life, whether it's virtually, you saw them online, or someone you know personally, who would that be?
I don't know if I have anybody in specific. I'll take a little bit from multiple people.
Yep.
Of course, like Kobe Bryant.
Love Kobe,
just the drive there,
Okay.
Always the pursuit of getting better no matter what.
He's getting into Hollywood, or he's been there for a while, right? Like, what is he doing in the industry?
He made like a short film and won a Grammy. Really?
How cool is that?
Yeah,
good for him.
Yeah.
Now, what if that has anything to do with this status, whatever? But maybe it was. I didn't see it. Was it a good?
I mean, of course, it has a little bit to do with the status, but I mean, now he has something Jordan doesn't.
We're gonna go into the Jordan-Kobe debate, huh?
I mean, hey.
Who is your favorite basketball player
of all time?
Yeah.
It would either be Jordan or Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's LeBron in that conversation?
He's a little bit below Steph Curry. So,
Steph Curry's 3 for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Steph.
LeBron's 4, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because the reason why I feel like that is a lot of LeBron's talent, which he's tremendously talented. I mean, like, just a great, first of all, I think a lot of it has to do with his size.
Sure. It's like Shaquille O'Neal. Like, he was so big, he just dominated.
Yeah.
Where now you have LeBron, who's obviously not as tall or as strong, but he's super big and super fast, and he can outplay a lot of people in his position and in either position on the court.
He is. He's like a bull when he goes in there. I mean, he's a very dominant force. But then I look at people like Steph Curry, and he's like a little dude.
Yeah.
And he's doing his thing.
Lighting it up.
Yeah. And I mean, you look at somebody like Kobe, who was tall, but he's not like big in stature.
More similar to like a Jordan. Kobe and Jordan, very similar in their shape and how they play.
Yeah. Kobe is more of a Jordan. I feel like LeBron's more of a Magic.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
I agree. Craziest thing that ever happened to you, or craziest thing you've ever done?
Well, this is PG-13, so I can't go into all that. But, craziest thing that's ever happened. I don't know. I mean, I've had a lot of great things happen to me.
Okay.
I mean, just falling into this industry is a great thing. Meeting you is a great thing.
Likewise,
and everything. Let me also throw this out there, too. When it comes to people who's influenced me, this man has influenced me. I sit there and I think about him and where he is in his life. And it's influenced me to be better and get better and the drive. Still chasing Jesse's ghost.
Same here, man. Same here. I can't say enough about Nate. He's inspired me in a ton of different ways and super competitive back in the day, and we're brothers to the day we die now, so I appreciate it, man. What are you currently reading, listening to, or doing for entertainment or education right now? Anything?
Well, I guess right now I'm always researching stuff on the internet. I mean, nothing specific. I read a lot.
Okay. What kind of stuff are you into? Genre or any kind of
No.
Just whatever the moment. Yeah.
This is kind of how I live. It's like everything, like even musical wise. Like there's not a specific genre that I listen to. I'm like, this is what I listen to. This is my artist. It's to the point now where I don't even really know artists. I just know their music.
Know the music.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I like this song, or I like this book. That's why I'm going to Europe. I just want to experience their culture. I've been to South America, experience their culture. It's just about taking it all in and without putting names and labels on it.
Yeah.
And just experiencing
how it makes you feel,
it.
and then growing from that experience. I think that's the best way to live. I mean, I believe in experiences and paying for experiences, like what you're doing with the travel to Europe for 10 days versus going out and buying, like a jet ski, which is fine and cool, but like I'd rather go see the world, and I'd rather, if I'm with my family and they can experience it too, or my friends, they can get out there and we can build those bonds together. So
yeah,
super cool.
Speaking of jet skis, there was this time where we were out in the ocean.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah, or off the coast of Miami.
Yeah.
And somebody's jet ski stopped working. Was it yours?
Mine didn't stop working. It was Jared.
Oh, yeah. And this gentleman goes full speed ahead.
We were playing chicken.
Playing chicken with a jet ski that's not working. And somehow hits another jet ski or something?
I hit his jet ski and went up and over.
And grazed him across the head.
I was up in the air. I felt like I was about 10 feet in the air, and I was looking at him in slow motion. I couldn't believe that was happening.
Yeah, I was looking at it in slow motion like, no! And that guy's now known as Jet Ski, a.k.a. The Ramp.
Yeah, we call him The Ramp. So shout out to Jared. You know who you are. I appreciate it that you gave me the opportunity to learn how to fly a jet ski, and I'm glad that you're okay.
Is your head all right there?
DM us. So a time where you learned from a mistake or a weird situation in your career that's helped you operate better, either in your career or in your personal life.
Something I've learned recently, that no matter who you're dealing with and how long you've dealt with them, you still you don't really know who you're dealing with or what they're going through.
Sure.
So you still have to always operate at the highest, your best. Don't take a shortcut because you feel you know this person. Don't think that just because you know them that somebody else can't come along and, because, the industry's kind of cutthroat.
Sure.
Can't come along and try to sabotage you, and this person won't listen to it. You always got to just always be the best that you can.
Sure. Do you, right? Like, be you. Be authentic, be grateful, and, like, have an abundance mentality. You try to help everybody, and if there's somebody who wants to take from you, that's their thing, but you just keep trying to make the world a better place.
Y'all always got to operate at your highest.
Love it. Yeah. I love it, man. And then any current hobbies or passion projects that you're working on or working towards now? Outside of opening the lounge with me, obviously, that we just learned about.
Yeah, coming soon.
Yeah.
Hobby-wise, no. My hobby now is try everything.
Okay.
Try everything.
Say yes.
Yeah. As long as it's not detrimental to you.
Yep.
Try everything.
As long as it serves you, so to speak.
Yeah, enjoy life. There's so much because you never know different sides of anything. Like, there's different people in the world, and if you say no to everything and you're closed-minded, you don't know their story. You want to be able to make educated decisions in your life based off of your experiences, but you got to know other people's experiences, what they like. If you're going to say you don't like this type of music, you should listen to it first, not just a snippet of it, but actually listen to it, try it out. Yeah, if you want to, if somebody says something like skydiving, it's scary, try it. Anything, just try it and see if you like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it anymore, and then you're more educated on your opinion on it.
That's right. It makes you more worldly. You can interact with different people from different places.
Yes.
You kind of have like a conversation that carries throughout life because you have these experiences, which is really cool.
Absolutely.
So if you could be remembered by your family, by your peers, by your business partners, people in your life, for one thing, whether that's your legacy or even like a mantra or a quote that you live by, what would that be?
Well, my official legacy would be that I was somebody that might have opened your mind or your eyes to different things, that might have gave you a gentle push to do something slightly out of your comfort zone that you found that you really enjoyed and you loved.
Help people grow, you grow with them.
Yeah.
Leave a legacy.
Yeah.
Official legacy.
Official legacy.
And so this time is for you, man. If you have anything that you're working on that you want to plug, you can let the audience know. And then if not, you can go ahead and just tell people how to get in contact with you for whatever means.
Well, only thing I'm really working on is life, guys. And, you can find me in the credits of probably some of your favorite movies or TV shows. You can contact me on Instagram at Nate P. Well, at I am Nate P.
He is Nate P.
Yeah, the real Nate P. That's me. So at I am Nate P. Whether you want to just follow or I'll follow you back, shoot me a DM. And our thing is coming soon. So check it out.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. He's Nate P, the official legacy. I'm Jesse T. This has been the Jesse T Show. Catch us next week for a brand new episode. Thanks so much.